got a chart here. This came via dig.com. This simple chart shows how deeply smartphone sales impacted the camera industry. I don't know. Is it a viral tweet? It's only got, no, it's on Instagram, actually, where the chart was originally published. 597 likes. The impact of smartphones on the camera industry. Of course, this is an interesting topic. We mentioned earlier in the show about how Apple recently spent a tremendous amount of time in their event talking about cameras on the upcoming iPhone. Smartphones have become the most popular, if not only, camera that a person owns or has in their pockets. I remember in the early days of Flickr. Who even remembers Flickr? I remember I was into photography at one point in time. Sort of before this channel started, I was into cameras and Nikons or Nikons and the earliest Canon digital SLRs. I had a Rebel T2i at one time. I had a 60D when this channel started. I had a Nikon D90, D70 before that. I mean, so it's crazy. I was into it. Anyway, old school days of Flickr was a place where you would publish these photos pre-Instagram. But anyhow, I remember following charts of like the smartphone takeover where it was like, because they track the metadata on the photos, so you know where the source of the photo.
Geotagging, right?
Yeah, through tagging and just the metadata there. And it was slowly the iPhone started to take over as the most popular camera on Flickr. And of course, social media just exploded that even further once people got onto Instagram and wanted to share their photos in that fashion. This is not news to you. You know this, but I'm reminiscing, obviously. But this chart just showcases how stark, how you can pinpoint the moment at which it was a wrap. Like it's hard, it's uncommon to see a chart like this where one new technology completely displaces an old technology just overnight. It really looks overnight. So it happens around 2009 where smartphone sales just go up this incredibly steep cliff, and where camera sales peak the previous year, I guess in 2008, either 2007 or 2008, around 120 million units.
Yeah, when the iPhone came out.
Right around the time that the original iPhone came out, cameras were peaking. They were cool. People liked digital cameras. It was like, I'm going to take a photo of my vacation or whatever it was. They were just becoming so convenient. It was like post-film camera. They were so cool. But obviously smartphones changed that in a big way. Now, I don't know, this chart's a bit confusing to me at least, because the smartphone figure is 1,472 million smartphones sold on the chart, and the cameras only reached 120 million. So is the chart deceiving me, or do you understand what I'm saying here, Will, where they look to be roughly the same height, even though smartphones past should be like 10x higher, but maybe just to illustrate so that the chart didn't get too crazy. Maybe I understand what's going on there. But anyhow, nonetheless, it happened around 2009 and into 2010. And basically within 1 year, maybe 2 years, the camera business fell to 15 million units annually from 121 million. And smartphones went from 0 to around 1.5 billion. What is 1,472 million? Is that
1.4 billion.
1.4 billion, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a staggering. It showcases the growth of smartphones in general, but when you contrast them against another technology, you understand how much more significant the smartphone was than anything else we had seen before it at that time. So, cool little bit of info tidbit there.